Hello,
Konnichiwa!
and welcome back to another video on our channel from our Japan series. You may have already seen our Tokyo video. If you haven't, please check that out below. In this video, we are travelling to Kyoto on the Shinkansen, or bullet train.
We very nearly missed the train. We'd like to blame it on the Tokyo traffic, but we actually just left it very late and didn't get there in time. But luckily, a lovely local man helped us with the ticket machine. So thank you, lovely man.
And at high speed, we whipped through the Japanese countryside at 200 miles per hour, which is obviously incredibly fast. It's like being on a plane, but you're on a train. And in just 2 hours and 50 minutes, we're from Tokyo in Kyoto. Whoa! Have you got the adapter? Hey! Kyoto. There were so many things we wanted to do in Kyoto whilst we spent 4 nights there, but on the first day we wanted to head to the bamboo forest. So we got on the bus, because the buses are fantastic there, and then we headed to the forest of bamboo.
And then we visited the Tenryuji Temple, which is just round the corner from the bamboo forest. It had really beautiful gardens there, and you can just see the colours coming through from the autumn leaves.
Got that camera. Oh no, slippy dippy. We've just walked up the valley pass in Kyoto, and as you can see, it's absolutely stunning. The water is the clearest water I've ever seen in my life. I feel like I can just go down and scoop it up as a drinky drink. Look. And after a long day exploring, we fancied some sushi. So headed to Kura Sushi Nijo for conveyor belt sushi, which we all enjoy.
Very traditional.
Hamburg steak.
All the plates we've got.
Ooh. And after a spot of window shopping in the centre of Kyoto, we headed to the Fushimi Inari Shrine in southern Kyoto. Famous for the 1,000 torii gates, They're beautiful orangey red colours.
Inari was considered and is still seen as a sacred place for rice and agriculture. The torii gates sit at the base of Mount Inari and lead you up the trail heading towards the top. You may also spot a few fox statues along the way, which represent messengers in Shinto religion. It's quite popular with tourists, but the further you walk up the trail, the quieter it gets. It's really beautiful, so it's definitely worth a visit.
It is very busy when you first approach the gates, and it does get a lot quieter the higher you climb up, but it does get a lot harder as well. So we didn't quite make it to the top, but we tried our best and then went back down.
You get to choose what you get.
And then there's a little tap for water,
Which is great. Got your chopsticks.
and you've got these things as well, which is very cool. Then you can order extra bits. Got my chopsticks, and they basically give it to you through here.
How cool.
Oh wow, arigato.
DB, look at you. Graffiti. And then we headed to the Gion district, which is also known as the Geisha district, which you can see wearing colourful kimonos and many traditional buildings, such as the famous pagoda and the famous traditional walking streets.
It's not something that's normally mentioned, but it's actually quite a large area to cover. So the best street to head towards would be the Hanamikoji street, but definitely wear sensible footwear because we were just tripping all over the place. Another 7-Eleven lunch. Went for hot pot kimchi, vegetables and pork, and some rice. Yum! On our last full day, we headed over to the Kinkakuji Temple, which is based up in northern Kyoto. It's also known as the Golden Pavilion, and the history dates back to 1397. It's been through a few restorations in its time, but I think that's because it's got so much gold leaf on it. I mean, it just looks incredible. It also helps that we got there at the most perfect time. We headed there around late afternoon, just before sunset, and it really made the gold glow.
How are you finding it?
10 out of 10.
I was too soon.
10. Oh, it's been really good. It's been incredible actually. The temple was very beautiful in the sun, very shiny, very reflective of the water.
Sounds like a 10 out of 10 to me.
Really 10 out of 10.
Walked down this little pathway on the way back home and stumbled upon
Look at this beautiful temple.
in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And after we checked out for the final time in Kyoto, we headed to Kyoto Imperial Palace. We thought we'd seen everything in Kyoto, but apparently not. There are endless things to do and many, many traditional buildings and places to see. After Tokyo and heading into Kyoto, it was a complete change of pace. It's a very calm and tranquil city in comparison to Tokyo. We did really only scratch the surface in Kyoto. There is so much to do. Definitely want to go back there at some point. We stayed there for about 4 nights and could easily spend longer than a week there. And if you are going to visit Japan, we highly, highly recommend. And the next stop on our whirlwind tour of Japan is Osaka, the kitchen of Japan, so it's called. So if you'd like to see how I get my bag unstuck from this train door, join us next time. Please like and subscribe and enjoy your week.
Bye.
Goodbye. Hey!